Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? What's going on with it, man? I'm live at the Wilder Ortiz weigh-in down there. What's going on down there? Waiting for the main event to hit the scales. See what both gentlemen are weighed in at. I'm expecting both these guys to come in great shape, man. Jay Jerk was good, bro, at this weigh-in, man. Wilder Ortiz. I'm expecting Ortiz to come around anywhere 235, 240, somewhere in there. I'm expecting Wilder to be between 215 and 220. All right, so we're gonna see once they get on the scale, man. See y'all jumping in the building, man. Go ahead and hit that like button, man. Let's talk about this rematch for tomorrow. This is gonna be a brief live, y'all. Then we'll probably go live again tonight. And Brennan, what's good, bro? Sheldon Holmes, what it do? Yeah, Sheldon, I'm at the weigh-in. You can hear Jimmy Lennon talking right now. I don't want to get too much of this footage. I don't want to get copyright now. But you can hear Jimmy Lennon in the background. Follow 2243, what's good, man? Jay Jerk says, I'm nervous in a good way. Say less, what's good, bro? Hey, Jeff, are you out here? You at the fight? Avery Gibson, what's good? Hey, is this the Avery Gibson, the fighter? Let me know if this is the Avery Gibson. Or the fighter, Avery Gibson. Yes, it is. Oh, what's good, man? Avery, did you get any sparring in with Wilder? I know you've been a lot of his camps prior. Johnny Todd was good, man. Mala 2243 said we got Wilder within 6. I'm going Wilder in 7, man.
I'm going Wilder in 11.
My wife said she got Wilder. Yeah, she was saying Wilder in 11. She think it's going to be tactical. She think they're going to come out because they know each other. You know how your wife is. She want to take some of what you say, you know what I mean? And then add her little flavor to it. But she think it's going to be tactical like me. And it may be, to casuals, it may come across as boring because they're being tactical. But you boxing heads know what I mean by a tactical fight. They know each other. A lot of probing and pawing with their jab, and then I think they're going to open up eventually, all right? But with Wilder's right hand, though, man, like, all that shit sound good, but once this store right hand hits you, he puts dudes to sleep, you know what I mean? Oh, okay, Avery Gibson retired, man, okay. So he's just a fan now. But with you being a fan of Avery, do you still do sparring? Well, I guess you asked me a question, but do they call you at least for sparring? Pop was good, man. I've been good, man. Just spending time with the family. My boys in basketball. You guys will see me upload a lot of basketball videos, man. But just training them, doing a lot of basketball stuff. But just because I ain't making videos, y'all, I'm still watching my old school fights from the 60s and 70s. Still, you know, keeping up on the sport currently. But you know, I've been on YouTube for 10 years, man. So, including my first channel. So I'm not going nowhere. You know, God willing, I'm not going nowhere, man. Just sometimes I like to take a break, do some family things. I've uploaded with this channel, my other channel, about 4,000 videos. You know what I mean? So if you do something 4,000 times, sometimes you need a break from it, especially with something like making videos. Let me see. Rural Child was good. Avery says he's going to the third round stoppage. Jay Jerk says that's crazy. Your wife makes more sense than dudes that's in the barbershop. Yeah, she actually, you know, she been watching fights. She been watching fights, man, for what, about 15 years now? About 15 years. And at first she started out with the, you know, she'll be on her phone, you know, while watching the fights or be doing something else. Then it turned into, she'll watch a couple rounds. Then it'll turn into, okay, I'm gonna watch the main event. Then it come to, okay, I watched the co-main with you. Then it came to, hey, let's watch the fight card. Then it went to, hey, let's travel to these fucking fights. You know what I mean? Now she's trying to give me a place to bet. I've never placed like a bet at a sports book, but I'm damn near tempted to go like a, what's it called, over-under type of bet. Because I don't think this shit gonna go past 7. You know what I mean? Avery Gibson said I still get fight offers every week and offers to go to camp. And you know what, Avery, man? I know, because I know about your career, you know what I mean? I know you represented the USA in the World Series of Boxing. I know you've been in there with Tess Linko, and I know they like to bring you in as a guy to build up their prospects. And you are one of the guys that I would mention, man, as far as guys that you put your prospect in there with this guy. You better be careful, you know what I mean? Guys like Ron Hill, Avery Gibson, Jamal Woods, Camille Sokolowski out there in the UK. So whenever I see guys that are from your cloth, rather, get fights against top prospects, I'm always looking for those fights because them the type of fights, man, where a prospect may get upset. Hop says, how old is your son? Who is your favorite basketball player of all time? Mine is Irving Magic Johnson. My son's 12 and my youngest is 9. They just turned 12 and 9. And my favorite ball player of all time, I know it's going to be kind of watered down, but it is Michael Jordan. But besides Jordan, I think Akeem Olajuwon has some of the best post footwork I've ever seen in my life. Jump hook with both hands, just incredible post work. But Olajuwon and Jordan, probably my two favorites growing up. Avery Gibson says, you always show me love. I've always followed your channel. Hey, salute to you, Avery. I didn't know you follow my channel or not, man, but that's what's up, man. And one thing about my content, we can all talk about Wilder and Ortiz and Fury and Joshua, the main guys, and I understand they're the most popular. They'll get you the most hits, the most views, and it's what's popping right now. But I also think my channel was paramount in the community as far as boxing goes on YouTube, because we need to know who the Avery Gibsons are. We need to know who's the upcoming prospects. We need to know who are, as I call them, prospect killers like yourself. We need to know those type of things, man. So for me, it was easy, it's easy for me to go watch guys like that fight and then present them to the viewers, man, so people can know. And it's funny because guys like Charles Martin, Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, Andy Ruiz, I remember doing videos about these guys 6-7 years ago. And people are like, who the hell is this guy? Now these guys are title holders. Wilder's going on his 11th title defense, I think 10th or 11th. He's approaching history with Larry Holmes and Vladimir Klitschko and Joe Louis and Ali and Lennox. I mean, he's approaching that type of history as far as defending his world title, man. So it's good to see these guys get, even a guy like Otto Wallen, right? I remember doing a prospect video on Otto Wallen 3-4 years ago. He goes in there and gives Tyson Fury all he can handle, you know what I mean? So it's good, man, just to see guys who I'm doing videos about who literally probably them and only their camp watches and their family. And then 3-4 years later, these guys are fighting for titles and giving guys like Tyson Fury going for his money. So that's what's up, man. Curtis Anderson, what's good, bro? The Texan says, what do you think of Ortiz's shape? I'm thinking it might be a low volume fight, but both will be countering. He said, but both will be countering to the body more. Like in the first Ortiz-Wilder fight, Wilder landed a good left hook to Ortiz's body in the fight. Then he just didn't go to the body no more. Sometimes Wilder can be a headhunter, but when you have that type of right hand, it's kind of hard not to be a headhunter, man. But at the same particular time, though, my thing is like, man, if that right hand can do that to somebody's jaw, their temple, their face, what happens if he lands that right hand to their chest, to their pit of their stomach? You know what I mean? So I think Wilder should utilize going to the body more. Ortiz is a good body puncher, especially if you try to bring the fight to him. Wilder's going to be creating distance with his long reach. So either Ortiz going to have to wing some shots from out of his range and get counter, get caught, or find a way to slip past Wilder's right hand and his jab and get close and try to land to the body. So that's one thing about Wilder. I'm a big Wilder fan. But what happens when somebody gets into the continuity of getting close to him and working his body? What's going to happen? He is human. You know what I mean? You start working that rib cage, working that body, especially when you're throwing in 3s and 4s and 5s and 6s. We'll see. You know what I mean? But the thing is, you have to get there. You dig what I'm saying? And Wilder has shown when you get there, he will put up a fight. He doesn't just fall completely apart. There's guys like Klitschko, all-time great fighter, but when you got close on Klitschko, Emmanuel Stewart implemented holding. But there were some times where Klitschko will fall apart when you got close. That's why I thought Anthony Joshua did a great job of when he fought Klitschko. When he got close, go to his body. Why? Because Klitschko doesn't like fighting on the inside. I missed a few. Scrapbook Boxing was good, bro. Y'all go subscribe to my man Scrapbook Boxing, man. Great historian. He says that's great to have a wife that supports your passion, brother. Yeah, it is, man, because some women be like, boxing? I ain't watching that shit, you know what I mean? Turn on the, whatever women like to watch, you know what I mean? Whatever it is, whatever you want to like to watch, man, you know what I mean? But, yeah, man, good turnout. You know what I mean? A lot of boxing fans, a lot of players out here. You know what I mean? Players with their women, and you know what I mean. It's a good turnout for people to say nobody knows Wilder. That's bullshit, man. And another thing, as great as Floyd Mayweather is, that's a whole other video for me to sit here and break down his resume and who he fought, who he didn't fight. No, I'm not going to go through all that, but he's a great fighter. We can all agree on that. He's a great fighter. But for him to announce his coming out of retirement or all, man, come on, man. What it is this. Floyd Mayweather, somebody's coming to his home, to his turf. Vegas is kind of his turf, especially the MGM Grand. It's his turf. And, you know, he's trying to steal the spotlight right now. You dig what I'm saying? He sees there's a big spotlight on boxing this weekend, and he wants in on it. You dig what I'm saying? So, to me, it's Floyd Mayweather being Floyd Mayweather. And if you do come out of retirement, who the fuck you gonna fight? Manny Pacquiao again? Look, man, that fight was 5-6 years past when we wanted it. And then what, you're gonna rematch 4 years later? Now, don't get me wrong. There have been great fighters that have matched up years later. Tommy Hearns and Ray Leonard come to mind, where they fought like what? Kurt Anderson, helped me out, was it 9 years later in their rematch? And then they were trying to have a third fight, but they didn't. Or if you want to take Ray Leonard and his 3 Duran fights, all spread out. You know what I mean? So I get it, but I'm not clamoring for it. Now, would there be fans that watch it? Yeah, there'll be a lot of casual fans that will watch a Mayweather-Pacquiao type of rematch, but it's nothing I'm clamoring for. And to tell you the truth, a couple years ago, I said that I wish Mayweather, Cotto, Marquez, and Pacquiao will all retire. I remember I came out with a video about a couple years ago about that. It's just a new time, new era. If you're not coming back talking about fighting, I will give Pacquiao credit for fighting Keith Thurman. But if you're not coming back talking, if you're coming back and you're not talking about fighting the Spences and the Porters and guys like that, I don't want to hear about you fighting, you know, what's the boy name? Khabib and McGregor, and I'm not interested. I'm not interested in that. But fight whoever you want to fight. But it's just the fact that there's somebody in town, in his town, and he wants to bring that spotlight back to him. Because isn't it ironic he announces this shit right when the Wilder fight is happening? And I did see Deontay Wilder say that you know, Mayweather hasn't supported him. Now I will say this: it's not any other fighter's job to support you. You dig what I'm saying? But I do understand a stamp from Floyd Mayweather can go a long way. You dig what I'm saying? So I would like to see some camaraderie with fighters, especially when you have a star like Deontay Wilder getting that stamp of approval from another star who really, you know, retired, but you know, faded away in the last few years, which is Mayweather. That you know, that would be nice, but he didn't give that stamp to Andre Ward. Now, could he have probably said some complimentary things about Ward and some other fighters here and there? Yeah, but is it that big stamp of approval? No, it's not. And that's just Floyd Mayweather. You know what I mean? That's just how he is, man. Whether you like it or not. You dig what I'm saying? But no, it's just that Wilder's in town, and Mayweather ain't really liking that. He kind of like the dude on Belly. You dig what I'm saying? I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. You dig what I'm saying? So that's all it is. But right now, man, because look, I put it like this: as great as Floyd is, like I always say, Floyd's made a lot of money. All right, I'm not counting nobody's pockets. But what I will say is this: when 2 people walk in the room, if Mayweather and Wilder walk in the room, the heavyweight champion looked at as, oh, the champ just walked in. I've always said that. There's nothing more visible. There's nothing more, you know, that just steals the spotlight is the heavyweight champion. You dig what I'm saying? When you're the heavyweight champion, you almost look at it as the baddest man on the planet. You dig what I'm saying? You know, it was just like when Sugar Ray Robinson was co-signing Ali. And Robinson was known as the greatest pound-for-pound fighter of all time. But when they both walked in that room, and then, you know, Sugar Ray Robinson had a charismatic personality, vibrant, you dig what I'm saying? But it was nothing like Ali, and he was the heavyweight champ. So there's nothing like the heavyweight champ walking through the house. You dig what I'm saying? So right now, Mayweather needs to just fall back and let the champ take over the city for the weekend. You know, so that's my opinion. Not yet, Hop. You asking for his weight? They haven't came out yet. Let me scroll back up. Okay, Jeff, say less. He says he's not in town. Okay, man, I thought you'd probably be here. Jay Jerk says, how do you get her to do that? bro, she just, takes a liking into the fights. You know what I mean? She watches all the fights, even some of the, like, she'll sit there and watch Junior 5 versus, who did Junior 5 just fight? I just watched the damn fight. Oh, Devin Vargas. Sit there and watch Devin Vargas versus Junior 5 with me. It's just after a while, man. Because I'll take over the TV, take over whatever it is we're watching. She just watches it. And she'll sit there and like, oh, he needs to shoot his jab. He needs to go to the body. It's funny kind of listening to it. Scrapbook says, what's good, Mr. Boxing? Thank you very much for your kind words of the day, brothers. It takes one to know one. Hey, man, I appreciate your content, bro. Google Child Vision says, your take on folks twisting Kovalev's words about Canelo fight. You talking about when he said the fight was winnable for him? So to me, man, look, in a nutshell, Kovalev's mindset has just been different since that loss to Andre Ward. So whatever he says now is kind of just like this here, out the other here when it comes to Kovalev. Mike Wilkins, what's good? Mala2243 says, I think the fight will go like the first one. Some respect early, which will bring caution, but once it gets going, it will really take off. That's what I think too, because Ortiz is still a counter puncher, and he's a hard punching counter puncher. He just isn't like some shots out to Chris Bird, former IBF champion, held the title for 4 years, but he's not like a guy that's not known for his power counter puncher. He's a hard counter puncher, knockout power type of counter punching ability. Neutral Natural, what's good, brother? Avery Gibson says Wilder has a belief that he will stop him. Ortiz has doubt. Firefight. Hop says we've been keeping a low profile. At least I have. Neutral Natural says they got all these middleweight class Mexicans on this card. Why not the heavyweights? Okay, Santa Cruz just hit the stage. I will say this about most Mexican fighters: they will bring some excitement. So the crowd won't be drained of excitement because they will go in and go toe to toe. But you guys know how I am. This came in at 129.5, but you guys know how I am. I'm a big fan of old Don King cards, especially when it comes to heavyweights. And Don King would throw Michael Dokes and Greg Page and Mike Tyson and Carter Truth Williams and Witherspoon all on the same card. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we'll give props to Eddie Hearn when he does have his heavyweight cards with mainly Joshua headlining. He will throw you Chisora and Price and Gillian White and Michael Hunter and Povetkin and guys like that. So I'll give Hearn credit for that. He will throw his heavyweight cards together. And whenever you have somebody like Wilder in the Ortiz fight, where's Brazil? Where's Konowski? Where's these other guys there? They need to be on this card. You know what I mean? Okay, Hop says Leonard Hearns 1 and 2, almost 8 years apart. Eric Sway says, sorry if you already addressed this already. Just got in. Do you think Ortiz goes the distance? No, I don't. I think this is out there within 7. Curtis Anderson said, Floyd's getting on my nerves. Mike Wilkins says, speaking the truth as usual, that's why this is my favorite channel. I appreciate that, Mike. Neutral Natural says, black American old fighters never support young black fighters. You got Frank Bruno supporting Danny Dubois. Well, I slightly disagree with that, but yes, Dubois is being supported by Frank Bruno. But I do see Evander Holyfield down there at the heavyweight factory supporting young up-and-coming guys. He even gave Wilder his props. So I wouldn't say all, but there are quite a few that don't. You would think a guy like Mike Tyson would be totally behind a guy like Deontay Wilder. I know their styles are different, but he knocks everybody out. He goes in there to hurt people. I don't get it, man. I just don't get it. I just don't get why Wilder isn't supported more. He's getting some support, but not as much as I think he should be. The guy that's going on double-digit title defenses and heavyweight, like, how can he's the longest reigning current heavyweight champion? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Real bad. Yes, I'm at the weigh-in, bro. Here we go. Body Snatcher, what's good, bro? He said Floyd is a hater. Hey, Body Snatcher, I seen L yesterday, man. Chopped it up briefly with him. Shouts out to Fred, Barbershop Conversation. See him yesterday, met him for the first time. Shout out to my man Blue Blood TV, Sports TV. Just chopped it up briefly. Just said what's up, introduced myself. I ain't never met those guys in person, so salute to them. You guys go subscribe to their channels. I'm sure if you subscribe to me, you probably subscribe to them as well. Flint, what's good, bro? Especially against an opponent who's found a way past performance. I think, what do I want him to win? I think it's going to be between 215 and 220. We'll see. But I've said before, a few years ago, that I think 230 isn't bad. I know some people like 230, but he's 6'7". You know what I mean? I don't think 230 will slow him down at all. I don't think 230 is bad for Wilder. I think he'll come in between 215 and 220. Avery Gibson says Ortiz is night and day when he on performance-enhancing drugs, and when he's clean like the Beckham, when he's clean, he goes round. Shit, Avery, I think a lot of guys are night and day when they're on drugs, man. The one thing about when you fight Deontay Wilder, you can be in whatever you want to be. If that right hand touch your chin, it's a wrap. All right, Luis Ortiz. And I like Ortiz's style, man. Crafty, subtle with his movement. He knows how to place his left hand. He can change his trajectory on it. He pivots well off of combinations. I like Ortiz's style. He caught Jennings with that nasty uppercut on the inside. Yeah, unbiased heavyweight rankings and news. I've seen that. They said Kuzman got an injury. Ortiz look pretty. Got some definition in his body, man. Yeah, my wife. Yeah, he got definition in his body. Luis Ortiz. I see it in his shoulders, his forearms, his stomach. Now I'm sitting up a little bit. If you guys are watching this live, I'm not getting the front view, but from where I'm sitting. All right, here we go. We're gonna get the official weight. KP from KC. Nuh-uh, bro. I ain't see him. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Ortiz weighs, let's see. 236.5 pounds. 236.5. That's not bad. That's not bad. 236.5. I called it. 219.5. So 236.5. Ortiz 219.5 Wilder. If you see Wilder on the stage, don't he look bigger than 219 pounds? Look, man.
Because he's so tall.
Yeah. I weighed after one of my workouts last week. I weighed in at 219. Then usually when I eat and then I chill, I bump back up to about 224, depending on what I've eaten, and I'm between like 219, 224. Looking at Wilder, man, and I'm about 6'5". Wilder looks every bit. If they said 230, I would have believed it. His upper body is so muscular, his shoulders. But that don't even matter, man. The dude punches. His punching power is just it's historic. And I've watched Sonny Liston. I've watched Mike Tyson. I've watched. Are they doing the stare down? I watched Ernie Shavers. I watched Ken Norton. I watched Joe Frazier. I watched Big George Foreman. Wilder got some historic shit in that right hand. They're showing respect. They got respect. But hey, y'all, my phone about to die, man. I'm literally on 4%. I appreciate y'all showing up. I'm gonna read these later. Everybody showed up. Salute to y'all, man. I'm gone.